Why did this real estate itch come back to you?
The degree was weird. After I completed that, I went to a bunch of job fairs and then not even a hint of an offer or anything. Obviously, this isn't it. And, like I said, I'd always loved it and kept up with it and stuff, and just decided to jump in. So after the Marine Corps, I got out. I deployed towards the end of my career, got out and did 5 years in manufacturing. I spent 3 years at an eyeglass manufacturing plant. I came in as a maintenance supervisor, stood up a full safety team for them. Before I left, we were actually getting ready to call OSHA in to do their first, call them in and do an inspection. So I was kind of proud of that. And then I did 2 years in the lumber pressure treating industry.
Awesome. And you were also a contractor already at this point, like a Class C contractor that was kind of doing light work for subs and stuff like that?
Yeah, so that actually kind of kicked me off with my spark in investing back in high school. So
awesome.
That's when I had my Class C contractor's license.
You knew about investing in high school?
Yeah, so that's when I got my license. My best friend and I growing up, we were always in the garage working on our vehicles and stuff. And his father was a master home builder in California. He's a crazy guy. He never stops. He was still building stuff now, but he was a police officer for a while, FBI, and I did a bunch of other stuff. But he, I say taught, he would tell us to go do something and we would have to figure out how to do it right, which is a great way to learn.
Right.
But he had us into building stuff all the time. And so we kind of took those skills to make some extra money. And a lot of the work that my buddy and I were getting, because we were Class C contractors, we can't do big jobs, was for flippers. And so that was kind of the first window into investing that I got. And so when I hopped back on the normal path, right, high school and college, I kind of kept up with podcasts and articles and talking to those flippers and stuff, and it just always kept with me until I ended up just doing it myself. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I know a couple contractors that are not familiar with real estate investing, but got into the game by working on houses, and then I guess they were curious and started asking questions to their clients and saying, like, well, what are you going to do with this house? And then they start to understand, like, well, what'd you buy it for? And they know what the rehab costs are at that point. And then, they can easily find out what it sells for or just maintain that relationship with the client. And then they learn about investing and start buying their own properties. So there's a lot we can unpack from that by basically encouraging your kids or empowering your kids to do hard things or to figure stuff out on their own, and it puts them in the right position to win. And in this case for you, you were empowered and put in a position to fix things and to repair things and learn how to work with your hands and do hard work. And it puts you in a position to work for flippers. And when you're working for flippers, it gives you the idea of what real estate investing is, which is incredible. Like, I didn't know anything about real estate investing until my early 30s.
Yeah.
Right. So you would have a 15-year head start on people like me, basically. So you went and you got this experience at Virginia Tech and the Marine Corps. You went back to Virginia Tech?
Yeah, so after my 5 years of manufacturing, I decided to go back to school. We had just had our third child, so I was staying at home with 3 kids and then went back to school, UMGC, I think it is now, online classes. So I was a veteran, previously cleared, living in Northern Virginia. I figured computer networking and cybersecurity was huge, so that's what I ended up getting my degree in. Finished up in 2019.
Awesome. So when did that real estate itch start coming back? Like, you have your degree, you have been, starting off on your career, you have some great former experience. What happened? Why did this real estate itch come back to you?
The degree was weird. After I completed that, I went to a bunch of job fairs and then 82 job applications later and 1 phone interview and not even a hint of an offer or anything. I was like, obviously this isn't it. And, like I said, I'd always loved it and kept up with it and stuff, and just decided to jump in.
What year was that? Like, what time frame was
2019.
that? Okay, 2019.
Yeah.
Awesome. I started investing around 2019, and it was really good because that was still when you could buy houses, and then the appreciation that we saw the next couple of years was just incredible.
Right. Yeah.
So you jumped in doing wholesaling? Was that your first move?
I did, yeah. So I always kind of view myself as being a weird investor. I've always kind of gravitated towards the things that I don't think a lot of people are doing. So I specifically wholesale vacant land.